Hello, today I will be showing you how to actually update your iPod Touch Golden Master version to the actual final version. What you need is iTunes 10.7, an iDevice, and the IPSW version, which you cannot get via iTunes or software update on your iPod Touch or any other device. So I'll be putting the IPSW links in the description, and I hope you enjoy. So let's go ahead. You're gonna press the Option key, which is Alt. If you're gonna use Windows, you're just gonna use Control. So let's go ahead and check for update. Now we have this 6.0 version is the final version. So let's go ahead and click that. Now we're just gonna go ahead and click Update. Now it says extracting software. It's just gonna take a little while. And I'm just showing you at actual speeds that it is really going this slow. It's not my fault, but it's just how it is. You also have to back up your iPod Touch, which will be placed as an annotation in the beginning of the video. This by clicking on the right mouse button and then back up this device. iOS says 6. iOS 6 does not have the YouTube app, but there's a YouTube app in the App Store now. It does not have Google Maps, but it has its Apple Maps, which are pretty good. They look pretty good. They are also really good. You have flyover if you have a iPhone 4S or 5. I think even the iPod Touch 5. But you can actually, when you jailbreak your device, you can download 3D enabler and you can actually get flyover on your unsupported device. Now it's gonna do this. If you have a white iPod Touch like I have, it will turn black. This is normal. It says the iTunes logo will now come up. It says just, then the screen goes white. It does not matter as long as you don't restore your iPod. So now it will say preparing iPod for software update, waiting for iPod, and now you will get a little white bar on the bottom of your screen, mostly just below the Apple logo, but it's completely normal. So let's just go ahead and wait for that. What it's doing right now, it's actually calling up the Apple server. Make sure you do not have Tiny Umbrella set to the Cydia SHSH files. That's not good. You should not do that, so you should disable it with Tiny Umbrella. But you don't have to do that if you're just a normal iPod Touch or any other device user. So now there's a little white bar. It will just fill up. You can also see the progress here. You won't be able to actually see songs or videos or anything else. As you can see, it just disappeared, but it will come back once it has been updated. Bing is also removed from iOS 6, so if you did use it, I'm sorry, but you're too late. But I can say that iOS 6 does look pretty good, although nothing has been changed, but that's not my biggest concern. My biggest concern is actually that a lot of people can't go back to iOS 5, while they really need some software like YouTube. I can't actually imagine that you would need it, but but the maps are much better. You know, maps do now have turn-by-turn navigation, which means that if you are having a 3G network, you can actually just navigate in your car to any place, you know, in the world with turn-by-turn navigation, which means that you just have a TomTom in your iPod Touch or iPhone, does not matter, but it is really amazing. The phone application has also been, you know, it has been made better. Music application looks pretty good. I really gotta say it. The mail application has pull to refresh. Both stores, you know, iTunes Store and the App Store, have a better look. The user interface of the whole operating system has been enhanced, and yeah, the weather looks pretty good. Passbooks, yeah, I really like it. You know, it's a big improvement for iOS 6. It has a new settings icon, you know, new gears, new colors. Camera is now Android-like, so it really looks like Android. It's not really good, but you know, it's the only thing we have. And the clock has a little different background, and from here it will go pretty fast. The stock application has been enhanced a little bit, but yeah, not really much. You know, that's actually the only things that iOS 6 has, and they say there are over 200 new features. You know, but it was also the same with iOS 5. You know, I remember iPhone OS 3. It was not called iOS, but you know, that were those same enhancements, but then much better. It was bigger. So now what you get in iOS 6 is just the same operating system like iOS 5, with just, you know, enhanced theme, and you get some new apps, but it's not really a breakthrough for Apple. You know, iOS 5, that was a breakthrough for Apple, and maybe iOS X, I'm not sure, but they will call it someday. They will not call it iOS 53. So the progress has, you know, it's all almost finished. It hangs here. It's just updating the last couple of things. And I will make sure that the iOS 6 IPSW files will have blazing fast speed, so you don't have to actually worry about it. Now we go ahead and you get this message. And now, you know, I still need to download music. I like dubstep, but it's not a lot, so. But now it will start up. You just get normal Apple logo, you know, like you always get. Probably this will happen, Spotlight. It will just check for the whole system again, and now we are at the lock screen. Now we're gonna unlock the device. You don't see any change, you know, all settings are just the same, but yeah. So now you've just got this iOS 6 final version. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel, and you know, this was my first tutorial, so really thank you.